Yahuwah, get these sons of disobedience. Get them away from me. Remove them. They've been removed. They can't provoke to anger. They can't come in. They can't be trying to do overtaking. They can't be coming and doing little evil and witchcraft and disobedience and all that kind of stuff. Get those sons of disobedience. We don't have no fellowship with them. We don't have no partaking with them. They want to be ignorant and reject your word and reject Messiah and continue to be disobedient to you, Father, and reject you. And they're trying to sometimes come in adversity and be a distraction or just be disrespectful in a sense to you, Father, dishonoring of you and literally what your word and your Messiah and your Ruah, and try to defile your Ruah. Like a dad provoking his children to anger. Father, get them, Father, get them, Father, get them. And we leave it in your hands. And so it's just like the disrespect of how they violate. If it's a literal man violating your daughters by trying to overthrow and dominate and reject what Messiah is saying, get them. If it's a woman violating according to your Ruach, according to your body, according to what's righteous, that's evil. They don't want to talk about the great word and all of that kind of stuff, but they need to stop violating your Ruach. And I mean that because it's like anything that is against you is against your Ruach. They are literally assaulting you. Get them. And trying to assault your children. Worse to have a millstone wrapped around their neck. Some people think they're doing, some people know they're not doing good. Some people were egotistical about it and upset again because they weren't needed. But get those, the sons of disobedience. The egotistical ones that found out that they weren't really needed. Help them. Shalom. Like the man said, he was like, women, hear them, hear their heart. If I'm saying simply, hey, the Father has a message for you, ask him what it is. Stop making it about all of this other stuff, all of these other irrelevant things, because then you provoke us to anger and frustration and distraction. We're not giving into your distractions. We're not giving into your provoking. We're not going to be giving into the anger. We're not going to be giving into these other things. But also we're going to address the things when you want to start bringing up old things and say, oh, you're being in the past, but you want to bring up old things and you want to be irrelevant things. Then we're going to keep telling you what truly is fornication, what truly is real marriage, what truly is the Father's love, what truly the word says about it, what truly Messiah is, and how the Father reflects it. If you want to go there, we can go there and having a conversation and dialogue about it. But when we're plainly talking about this, and you in your ignorance, or a man in his ignorance, or a woman in her ignorance, or another person, or a stranger, or random, or a misguided relative or somebody from the past in their ignorance just willfully doesn't want to understand, we're not going to feed into the frustration of you just don't want to understand. That we make it plain. If Yah says you can't be with a man, you can't be with another man. If he says you can't be with another woman, you can't be with another woman. If you can't, have another husband, have another wife. That's what it is. That's what his word says. Just because other people don't follow in his word does not mean you willfully sin against God because other people do it. You follow what the Father said to you. That's what we're doing. It's plain and simple. He gave us an instruction. We're following it. He gave a message. We following it. It's as simple as that. Don't make it so complicated or something else about you in all of these other ways, and it's not. Don't be willfully, I just willfully don't want to understand you. I just don't want to understand you. I want to create frustration or this or that or whatever. You don't have the whole matter. You don't either. Because if you don't understand the perspective of where you're coming from, if you're taking simple things of saying, when we simply say you have a message, seek the Father about it. A father has a message for you, seek him about it. And you turn that into this whole after school special about the past and this and that, and I'm doing this now and da. We're not talking about any of that. The message was simple. you talking and you turn it into all of this other stuff and bringing all of these other ignorantos, let's call them that, ignorantos, into this just ball of confusion, destruction, distortion, all of this. And you're like, you're destroying what? He says he has a message for you. Go find out what it is. That's it. Why are you turning it into all this other stuff? Well, they're doing this and all, they're not. You're bothering them and this and that. No, we're not. We got to find out instruction no matter who it is. And he ain't the only one that got an assignment. So do you. And you need to be doing the same thing too. We told you that. We shared that. We did our part. So now that you want to willfully misunderstand and make it a bunch of jumbled mess, now go seek the Father. Take the message as it is or leave it. But we don't have to sit here and pretend that, like, we don't have to feed into the, trying to provoke to anger or frustration. It's as simple it is. Yeah, he said other things about children, just different things like that and all of that. But guess what? You don't want to believe it. And even if you do believe or you don't believe it, that's not our responsibility. Our responsibility was to give that message. We did it. Period. Simple. Moving on. Next thing. You want to turn it into something else? No, we're not turning it into something else. So when we told you we can't be with another man, we already have a husband. The Father has already said we have a husband and can't give it to another. Then that's what that is too. We don't care what you're saying about how you want to rebel against Elohim and his word, and you want to sin, and you want to live in sin, and you want to live in fornication, and you want to live in unrighteousness. We're not going there with you. We're not going to be led astray with you into the ways of the world. We're not going to listen to a bunch of people who operate in the world and have no care or thought for living biblically, having a biblical worldview, following Messiah and doing what you see Messiah do, and living out the representation of the Father as it says according to the word. And we're not, just because you got your fake pastors to give you a certificate, a piece of paper that it means nothing in the sight of Elohim. That means nothing in the sight of Elohim. Or just because you got a doctor to do something, that means nothing in the sight of Elohim. We're not going down that path of destruction in the broad way, in the rebellion, the witchcraft, and the rejection of Elohim and Messiah himself and Messiah's words with you. It's not even just his perfect will and his perfect desire. We're not going outside of that. We're not going outside of what he commanded. Go there on your own. As simple as that. Peace. For real now, with those fake pastors and stuff that were intimidated. Oh my goodness, she's a threat to us. Oh man. That's the thing. The tactic is not to focus in on what they're saying, but like, the reason we expose that darkness is because for those who go through those things, but also because to point out to some of these people who are actually like, wake up to the sense of like, you're not telling people to go to the Father or follow the Father, or you're rejecting the words of Messiah and you're rejecting your own salvation. Like, we don't want y'all to die. When the Father keeps telling us some of these people don't know him and are dead in spirit, do you think that we say these things that provide words of encouragement, correction, reflection, thought-provoking conversation and dialogue, or just consideration because we want you to go there? We want you to die? No, we don't want you to die. We don't want you to die. The word is not a lie. And the one who is evil, who says the word is a lie, or the word as it's written is a lie, or that interpretation of the word is a lie, or what Messiah said is a lie, you are the very one that doesn't know him. You are one of the very ones that do not know him. You are one of the very ones who are not really saved. You are one of the very ones that might find yourself if you do not seek the Father. Seek the Father, because if in love, People in love with the Father and his perfect love don't go and try to dominate other people. You don't go and do witchcraft against other people. You don't go and force marriage onto, like, not just force marriage, but like you don't go just force like outside of what the Father said. Like, you don't go and do these things. 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 You do what the Father says in decency and order. You seek Him. You seek Him. You seek the Father. He has a message. Stop listening to these other people who try to coach you into, well, this is what we learn together. This is what theology said. This is what our Bibles said. Seek the Father. Seek the Father. He has a message for you. Not me. Not somebody else. He has a message for you. He will tell you what his message is. And the rest of y'all people that trying to make plans, leave me alone. I'm talking to certain people. Like, yeah, just help us as people to do what you say. You say, not what other people say. These other people, stop it. Be silent. What Yah says, his perfect way, you know what he said to me? Like he said, everything I say is true. In that order, in his order, whatever his order is that he gives to you, his word says. Everything he says is true, not man. Let Yah be true and every man a liar. If I'm giving a word, but this word is not for you, it's supposed to be for somebody else, you're supposed to seek him. This word could be literally, if he decided, it could be for one person. It could be for 100. It could be for 100,000 people. But he knows the right people. Anyway, I was talking about walking in faith still in the life of a believer. And I'm just saying, get confirmation from him. We want confirmation from him. We don't want confirmation from man. We don't want confirmation for our thoughts. We want confirmation from the Father. ABBA, Ruah, ABBA. Anyway, that's all. Shalom. Oh my goodness. Okay, these people are really bad. I'm not trying to be rude, but the Ruah is like, you really let me say that? They're really mad. They're mad. They mad that they can't get you to do what they want you to do, and they can't have control. And they didn't put all their eggs in one basket. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. They just thought that they was gonna force and dominate and violate. And it's like, no, you're not. And they thought they were just gonna use and take it. Like, be a taker. Like, no, you're not. You are not coming with that. Hasatan still can't destroy it. Oh my goodness, we're trying to help you. You're trying to help yourself. Cover your butt and hide and not be able to try to distract and not be in thinking that you can preoccupy. Oh, let's throw a new love. Let's throw some romance in the mix so you don't go and do your real assignment. Yo, Yahuwah, do they know who you are? You are perfect love. Give them that perfect love, Yahuwah. Didn't we already pray for you to give them somebody that they need? Then we also pray for you to help them even with their laborers. Yeah, send them the right laborers. Send these people who they think they can be dictators and think they can claim you. Yeah, what they talk about, they could try. I wish I could have said the same that. I was in here. Yeah, you were hilarious. I'm like, let me let them know. Man, they sending this other man in an early grave? Like, they must have stop murdering that young man. Stop. He don't got no chances against the word of Yahuwah. Stop. This is why you don't follow in man's ways and follow man's plots and schemes. Every man is a liar. Every man you working with is a liar. You better stop. These people, and they like, no, I'm gonna dominate. I'm gonna first on that. No, you're not. You're never. It's never gonna happen. Man, y'all help them. Y'all help them. They like, you're supposed to know we're not. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much you try to be like, well, this and that, and I'm going to work together with these people behind. No, it's never going to work. I mean, not just never, that it's never going to work. It's not what y'all say. It's a lie. That's why it's not happening. That's what people are like, oh, that's what your first husband. That's why Yahuwah keeps doing what? The Ruah. You can't lie from 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 the Ruah. You can't lie. It's like he said, it's literally that witness of, hey, you better leave them people alone. You better leave that young lady alone. Because if how she's moving is of Messiah, you can't stop it. But it don't matter how many multitude of your friends you get. You keep trying to come and it ain't gonna work. Why? Because y'all and your multitude is not working with Messiah. And it ain't working. It's because you are not operating with Messiah on your side. They didn't try to hoot and ninny and all kinds of stuff, and it ain't working. Like, it's the tactics, your tactical teams, your tactical approaches, let's get this and let's get that, and we gonna make it happen, and it's not happening when you use the multitude of people. In the past, Yahuwah said, go ahead and release. You got the choice. You either let us renew their heart of this man, this person, your husband, and other people, and no matter what, you either let us do it, or he'd allowed us to say, you know what you said was really in their heart. We'll give you permission to consider what's really in their heart. But now other people think they're going to dominate and and it's not even just that, his word. He's like, my word says this. I've called you specifically me, to abide in what his word says. And you tell people that and they like, you don't got to do that. You don't have to do that. Oh, it just hit me. That's what the sister was saying earlier. They telling you it don't require all of that. Yes, it does. Maybe not for you. But I'm not going in the world's way with you. I'm not entering into rebellion against the Father. I'm not entering into sin. I'm not going to call Elohim, Messiah, or the Ruach a liar. I'm not going to defile the Ruach by assaulting the Father. Who does that? Assaulting the Father, dishonoring the Father, or trying to beat up his Ruah HaKodesh. Who think you, who? No, you can't box with him. I ducked my head, Father, punch him in the face. I was like, get him 1-2. He's like, okay. Get him 1-2. That's why we just started. He's just laughing. Get him, yeah, get him. I'm like, please help these people. Help them. Help the young man that they didn't lie to. Help the other one they lied to before. And they got him all jacked up on a switch, trying to do a switcheroo. And they can't do the switcheroo because Yahuwah was like, my Ruach doesn't lie, man. My word doesn't lie. It doesn't return void. Who do you think you're doing a switcheroo on? You can't do a switcheroo on Yahuwah. And I'm just like, yeah. I told him I shared what you gave me to share. I don't know what else to say. Plain and simple. They done turned it into this rigmarole about all this extra stuff. I said, and then when they brought it up, I was like, okay, well, let's address these things. And then they get mad when we start to address it. Well, it's like, well, you brought it up. You brought your tactical team over here. We didn't go over there. So, oh man, Yahuwah is funny. Oh man, and then you lack out principalities, you knock out the adversary. But this earlier, when we were like, it's not. Oh, you were showing like it's not just the adversary trying to tempt, but literally, I know in the word scripture it says that the wrestle not against flesh and blood, but it was people. It was people. It was people, and I was like, yeah, get them. Bless their heart. And we mean that literally. We mean it literally. Simply, plainly. ABBA is awesome and funny and mighty. And yeah, life of a believer. You let us, you turn everything for good. You work it out. You allow us to continue to honor you so that we don't sin against you. Even no matter how much they try to get the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I'm gonna put you in a furnace. And they were like, even if, you know what, Elohim is gonna save me. That's what the same thing I've been saying. He's gonna save me. What are you talking about? But even if he didn't, I still wouldn't do what you're saying. I still would not believe you over him. I'm still not going to shut up. Sit down and shut up and be censored and be quiet when he told me to speak. Oh, man. I'm not. I don't care what you talk about. Go over here. You're supposed to do this and do that. No, I'm still going to put what he said over you every time. I will. Ego, you got to do what you said, and it's like I never said I would do. Somebody said I never said I'd do that. Who gave you that interpretation of ABBA told me to do this, and you interpreted to all that? Who told you that? Who gave you that interpretation? Where did you get that from? Even in saying willingness of this or that, and then you have a delay or you have a time where you haven't heard from people, so you're like, okay, Father's already giving me another assignment or another action or the next step. You're like, or you've remained steadfast from the beginning of, the Father said this ain't a time to compromise on him, this is a time to be obedient, and we not wavering on that. And when things are not right, like when he said that's a monitoring spirit of Satan and all of this and kind of stuff, and we just let them know, and we're not going to partake in it after that. We're not going to keep partaking in that. He's like, okay, for a time I had this, or I utilized it for a purpose of connecting a thing, or a piece of information, or shedding light. And then we're like, okay, we moved on from that. And then from the rest of that, we're like, we're not going to do what you're saying. We're going to remain with him. And then they're like, but we're supposed to be. No, you're not. Dominating. Yah's love is not, I'm going to dominate you. Yah's love is not, I'm going to put my nails into my claws precepts and dictators and strangers. I was gonna say weirdos, but strangers do they think like what? Who does that? Violation violation of the Ruah. You violating Messiah, you violating his Ruah, you violating the Father. How dare you dishonor him like that? Stop it. It's like, no, with the stop with the you can't be doing that against the Ruach HaKodesh. You shouldn't be doing it at all. In the rebellion, that's witchcraft against the Father. You trying to fight against the Father? Stop. That's why I was like, where that ego come from? You mad because we won't do what you want? Because we're not going to continue to work with you. We're not going to work with you. We're not going to work with your family. We're not going to be around you. We're not going to do this and do that and be with this person that you want and do this and do that. And you got to trying to force to distract you from the assignment, from exposing injustice. Let's get you with somebody. Let's throw romance on you or something so you can. No, my Father said this. I already have an oath. I already have a husband in the spirit. It ain't you. And we not gonna go with you. Or no, he done already said your team, your organization or whatever was doing occult stuff or working with monitoring spirits of trying to be a tactical team on people every single day, and we don't got nothing to do with that. Every single day trying to be a tactical team against people in their lives and their household. No, we ain't doing that. You trying to literally be inside their house. Trying to hack them, be inside their systems. We don't got nothing to do with that. Keep that to yourself. You want to go down that road of destruction, that broad way, the way of the world, in enmity with the Father. Do it by yourself. We're not on that. We don't want nothing to do with it. We don't want anything to do with that. When the Ruach reveals something, he reveals something. We don't go through doing all of that. We are not inside your pocket and don't need to be inside your pocket. And find it weird and strange that you want to be inside somebody else's pocket like that. What does that have to do with anything? Is that one of the only things you think you can find, or say about it? Why are you so angry or obsessed or whatever? I don't know. No, leave that alone. Leave it alone. And then they're like, you can't say these things. Yes, we can say the things that we are a part of just our daily living. It's life of a believer. Keeping the commands, walking in the way, keeping the oaths faithfully. Even when other things change and get rearranged and you went all in. You gave the loyalty, commitment, and everything. You in the marriage now. You in this marriage of belief now. It don't change just because the world changes, seasons change, things transform. It don't void out the word. It still remains. Okay. So, y'all, it's funny. They just be funny. I just don't understand. And then they want the angry thing. What you angry for? We already said you want to help us, help these single mothers out here. Help the single mothers, give living wages. You want to help us, give air quality. Give water that doesn't have fluoride and stuff in there or things that aren't really weakening the immune system. Give things that help heal the body and not produce consumerism and an unnatural health system. Help them with quality of life. Help them have pure water. Help them with these companies trying to exploit them. Falsifying numbers and rates because the season changed, we can just try to fudge the numbers. No. We just mess up the system and mess stuff up and hack our own system. They hack their own public systems. No. Whatever it is, I'm not saying some of those things They'll be like, oh, that's hearsay. Okay, do your research. But you want to help us, help them. Help the neighbors. Help those that need the stability. Help with the children. Help the widows and the orphans. Help the single parents, not just single moms, but a real living wage, a real quality of life. A real quality of life. We not for you. We already have our ordination from the Father, and it's not you. So stop it. Don't send yourself to an early grave. I'm trying to help you. And then they're gonna say, if you don't do this, I'm going to hurt your family. You think you can mess with me and mess with my mind? I'm going to mess with your mind too. And I'm going to hurt your family. You'll see what I'll do to your family tomorrow. I was like, we're not afraid of you. I said, you know who's going to handle you? Yahuwah. Because you keep messing with his children, and it's going to be worse than a real millstone around your neck. That's why we pray for him, Father. Give him your love, your love, your love. If you don't have Yahuwah, you don't have real love. If you don't have Yahuwah, you don't have real love. If you don't have Yahuwah, you don't have real love. If you don't have Yahuwah, you don't have real love. Now you understand why we were laughing at him, because she's not afraid of nothing. No, you think you think you intimidating somebody by saying, I think you're doing this to me, so I'm gonna do this to you. I think you follow me, so I'm gonna follow you. I think you stalk me, so I'm gonna keep stalking you every single day. No, you're going to stop, and Yahuwah's going to get you, and Yahuwah's going to continue to move on our behalf, but also continue to move against you who are against him. He's going to continue. He's going to continue to stop the nonsense. Like, what is wrong? I'm going to hurt your family. No, you're not. I've already done this and that to your family. You better listen. No, we're not going to listen to you. Yeah, you get these. I told you, get them sons of disobedience. They need. Give them that perfect love, Yahuwah. They need the perfect one. Yahuwah is the only good. He is love. You got love. He is the definition of love. Love tangible. Love incarnate. Love spiritual. Oh man, Yahuwah is funny. I'm like, why would he? That's why we laughed at those people being so mad. I say, what is that? What kind of evil is that? Evil and ego. Ego, I'm gonna get your from. No, you're not. Like, get yourself together. Oh my goodness, Yahuwah, your eyes have seen all. Your eyes have seen all. That's why we keep telling these people, they don't be knowing all of these people doing new. You don't know me from a can of paint, but they don't be knowing the people on their own teams. We ain't on your team. We ain't on nobody's team. We under the household of you. These people. Oh man, you. Oh, if you don't have Yahuwah, you don't have real love. If you don't have Yahuwah, you don't have real love. And then they be talking about they gonna steal intellectual property. It don't own nothing, man. You so desperate you don't got no ideas. You want to try to come steal them. No. Guess what happened? You know what happened to Jacob, and the same thing will happen to you if you think you're going to steal from Jacob. You think you're going to steal from Jacob, Laban? You want to act like Laban towards me? Oh, you're going to get the same reward he got. You want to act like Judas towards me? You won't get the same reward Judas got. Busted open guts. That's what's going to happen to you. You want to act any manner of evil against me, you going to get the same reward as the people in the scriptures. You going to get the same thing that happened to you. Because Yahuwah loves me. And he's my father. And he fights for me. You the one. That's who you trying to box with. And you can't. His arms are not short. Your arms are short. You are literally under his feet, and he will crush you like a bug. So you better stop it. Oh man, they are so funny. And then they talk about our positioning in the body. Did we say that, or did Yahuwah say that we was his child? We are his child. Yes, we are his child, and he said we are his child. Thank you, Father, for confirming it, and through your Kodesh witnesses, we are your child. I'm laughing because they get mad. Oh man, those adversaries, those principalities that be behind working it through people adversity. Oh man, you don't understand. I understand you're not working in our favor. Messiah said, if you are not with me, you are against me. And if you are not gathering with me, you are scattering abroad. You are not gathering with me, you are scattering abroad. And he also said, those who hate me love death. Okay? That's who you are. If you gonna be coming against Messiah and trying to violate and defile and be rude and dishonor Messiah, no, we don't accept it. We don't accept it. We don't accept it. You wanna call Messiah a liar? We don't accept it. We don't accept you, just like he don't accept you. Just like he said, you don't know him, we ain't gonna know you neither. Just like he said, you don't got his Ruah. You ain't one with us in the Ruah. We are not in the same body. We are not of one mind. We not in the same fold. You can't steal from his sheep. You cannot steal from the sheep pen of Messiah. Get on out of here with that. Take them wolves and those tares and that swine and them dirty dogs elsewhere. Oh my goodness, Yahuwah is funny. We are not listening to them. Because if they really want to help you, Messiah, they will do what you said. They will stop calling you a liar and stop trying to reject you. And we're not here for it. We're not here for being dishonorable to Messiah. We're not. Or the Father. Or his Ruach. Definitely not here for the ways they be trying to defile the Ruach. No. No. They talk about disrespect. That's disrespectful. Somebody, but you might as well have somebody spit in your face. That's as disrespectful y'all be into Messiah. Spitting in his face. No. Spitting on his word. No. No. Bye. We have no part with it. We have no part with it. We have no part with it. That's the fruit you bear that you gathering together against one. We had no part with that. We have no part with that. We gathering with fake pastors and churches and in darkness and following after the world and doing those things. We have no part with that. And if this obviously is a very specific and particular message, this is not just to any old person and anybody and everybody. No. We just talking specifically to certain circumstances that have been transpiring. We have no part with that. How do you handle the test? Talking through it, praising through it, laughing through it, telling the Father to beat people up. I tell on you real quick. I'll tell the Father on you real quick. I'll be telling them, Father, you hear what they saying about you? Because they talk about you like Moses and Aaron said. You ain't grumbling and complaining about me. You grumbling and complaining about him. Tell on you real quick. Father, did you see what they just did to your Ruah, to your spirit? You see how they was trying to violate you, defile you? Insult you, yeah. Lie on you. I'll be telling on them real quick. I'll be telling all day long. It don't matter where I am, I'll be telling on them all day long. Telling on people all day long. To the Father, all day. Don't care. I tell them all day long. Father, look at what they... Oh, they was being real disrespectful to your spirit. Oh, and sometimes they be blaspheming. What is that? The sin unto death. Blaspheming Ruah. I'll be like, They be like, he who is without sin. Use that right in right context. Use the scripture in right context. We all have to. But I'll be telling them on all day. They want to come and they want to act like, you want to act like Judas? Okay. No problemo. No problem. I'm gonna tell y'all on you. I'm gonna tell y'all on you. I'm telling y'all. They be like, I'm telling y'all on you too. Go ahead, cause he already gave me the okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. You heard what he said yesterday. You heard what he said yesterday. Every word I say is true. Not me, him. Every word he said to me is true. He ain't lie. Every word he said to me is true in that order. Every word he said to me. He ain't lie. He said, I ain't lie to you. And I was like, good, thank you. I know you don't lie. You have revealed yourself as a father. The father. The teacher. The good. The truth. The way, the light, and the life. Who gonna sit here and try to keep lying on you in your spirit and your word and your voice and all of these other things too? They better stop it. They better stop. Stop lying. Lying on the Father. Somebody said to me, I didn't study in the word for 20 years. You have misinterpreted. Get them, y'all. Get them, y'all. They say your word is a lie. Did we not read it as you wrote it? As thus it is written? I said, you better get that. Talk about, okay. You might have been studying it for 20 years, okay? I'm not saying the Father hasn't been teaching me, studying with me, and giving me more than that. And I'm not coming against what you know and you don't know. I'm saying this is what he's revealed, and I know he ain't a liar. And this is what it said, and I know he ain't a liar. I ain't sitting here trying to preach no gospel, no God spell on y'all. I ain't doing it. I ain't putting no God spell on you. I'm just... It's not funny because people don't think of something sometimes. I ain't putting no morning on you, no good morning. Nah, I'm going to just kind of consider your words. It's not for fear, but just knowing that people say English is a cursed language. But sometimes you think about stuff. It's like, why would you name it that? Good day to you, yes. What else though? I ain't putting no good news. Thank you. The good news. The good news. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are 4 books. Okay, the good news. Anyway, Abba's good. It just puts me. Don't be so legalistic. It puts me in the intention, right? Because they be coming after like, oh, your words create worlds. Words create worlds. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And what's the whole verse in the whole chapter say? And so, yeah, let me be mindful of my words and intentional with it. I'll be intentional if I'm going what's it called, Father? Be snarky. I'll be snarky back at you with what Messiah said about you. What Messiah said about him in the word. You vultures. You little dogs. You swine. You know, like I ain't gonna get in trouble if I'm saying what Messiah said. right with what Messiah said. If he said it, ain't that what they said? Do what I say, not what I do. No, do what Messiah does, incense. Anyway, Father, it's just funny, but they called Messiah a liar, had a demon and crazy and all kinds of stuff. Liars. Messiah, you could possibly, it was impossible for Abraham to conceive to give and have a seed and all of this, and it was impossible, the situation with Jacob and Leah and Rachel and all of these other people and Judah and that could, she don't got no power over me and my family. What are you talking about? I said punk before, but what's a word, Messiah, that you use? What you call these people? You son of disobedience. What are you talking about? You son of disobedience. What are you talking about? Free flowing. We were free flowing in conversation and dialogue. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Shalom. Yeah, is seated on the throne. Jesus Christ is seated on the throne of my home. Okay. Yeah, as for me and my house, we serve Yahuwah, Yahushua, Mashiach, and the Ruah HaKodesh. As for me and my house, we walk in obedience to him and his word in accordance. We're not walking in the flesh. Who is the one walking in the flesh but the ones that's denying Messiah? The one that's called Messiah liar. Are you not the one walking in the flesh? You the one that said his words is a lie. Is that not walking in the flesh? Son of disobedience, rebellion, witchcraft against the Father and his Spirit and his Son. That's flesh. If he said, I preserve this, I put this to remain in this and that, and you doing this, what you causing pain? Isn't that you causing pain by you making agreements against the plans of the Father that are ungodly, that he didn't told you, and he acknowledged, he accounted, and we accounted to you for it, and you still haven't repented, and you want to consider the things we're saying but be mad at us because your feelings is hurt? Well, we didn't tell you to come over here and make the unrighteous commitments that you did with a bunch of mobsters, gang stalkers, and what's the people? And the people who do a cult, or the people who somebody talking about tarot card readings and like are doing just different things. Like, we didn't like get permission. I'm like, y'all didn't get no permission to do that. Gang and stalking, send your tactical teams and be doing all that extra stuff. He does not operate like that. And then when you want to lie, talk about you want body like they are in Acts. No, you're not. Y'all don't even believe the same thing. You don't even read the same scripture. You don't even believe the scriptures. Who done told you that? You ain't even the Ruah HaKodesh who told you that. Anyway, obviously, again, this is very specific. This is not to people who are believers, who are walking the way, who the Father has given you your pat on the back, who he's giving you comfort and assurance, who you know you have a relationship with him, who you have a pure intention of your heart and the innocence of your heart towards the Father. I'm not talking about you. Anyway, I'm not going to be rambling on, but it's just, sometimes we just address it in a lighthearted or funny or like whatever kind of way that it comes, because sometimes it comes how it comes as a believer. The Father be leaning for you, Father, to be the strength in it. That's what it is. Okay, let's sit back and relax and let you be the strength in this situation, Father. Let's talk about it. Let you be the strength. Let's talk about it. They give you labels. Who calls you a saint but Catholics? Anyway, who calling you that? Who's calling you apostle and different things like that? And then be like, but you have said it. Ain't that what Messiah said? What are you to do with us, son of man? He didn't say that to you. You said that to him. They said that to Messiah. They called Messiah by his identifier in the Ruah HaKodesh. You knew who he was. That's why he said there ain't no excuse. Those ones who came against him as a multitude, sitting here trying to question him and trying to trip him up, they'll try to do the same thing to you. Try to question him and try to trip him up, and he was like, y'all know who I am, based. I know y'all know who I am because the Father, the Ruach, revealed your thoughts in your head and in your heart to me. And he revealed that they were thinking in their head, if we tell him, if we say that John was and acknowledge that John is a prophet, or what John said before it's the forerunner, then we're acknowledging that he's the Savior, and we're acknowledging this, and we're acknowledging that, and I'm paraphrasing. He said, but if we don't say that, then the people know John was a prophet, they won't be mad at us, they won't try to come against us. And so, what do they have? Fear, Satan, fear of man, telling lies and not walking in truth, and reject the Messiah, amongst a bunch of other things. Just a few things to point out. So he was like, yo, you know, you have said it right in your heart. And just because you won't speak it out of your mouth, the Ruach already revealed what's in your heart and in your thoughts. So he knew that they knew truth, and they just were rejecting the truth. They chose to willfully reject the truth. So the truth, Messiah rejected them. They denied him before man, and he denied him before the Father, like he said he would. Like he said he would, his word don't return void. Like he said he would. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like he said he would. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright, got other things to do. Shalom, Abba. Peace. Their plan didn't work, so now they are hurt. Their plan didn't work, so now they are hurt. Now they are hurt. Now they are hurt. They thought they would prove that it doesn't have worth, but now they are hurt. Messing with the algorithms, messing with the work. Thought didn't work, but Yahuwah turned it for my good. Said Yahuwah turned it for my good. They thought we were hurt. They got real mad, cause their plan didn't work. Their plan didn't work. Their plan didn't work. They thought we were losing out, but we're not. They thought we were losing out, but we are not. They thought they would show we were living in the past. They thought we would show that we living in the past. They thought they could show that things didn't last. They thought they could show that things were wrong. They thought they could make it all seem wrong. They thought it would work, but their plan didn't work. Yahuwah prevailed. Yahuwah prevailed. Yahuwah's prevailing. Yahuwah's prevailing. We keep on rising. Keep on flying. Keep on rising. Keep on flying. We keep moving forward. We keep moving forward. We keep soaring. Keep elevating. We keep going higher, deeper and wider. 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 Getting closer to the Father, closer to enduring to the end. Calling Yahusha my friend. Calling Yahusha my very best friend. Calling Yahusha my very best friend. He's been with me through thick and thin. He's been with me through thick and thin. Been there for me way than 20 years ago, we've been friends. Been there for me way back when. More than 20 years ago, we best friends. Giving to Messiah, loving Messiah, love of Messiah, taking me higher. Giving to Messiah, giving from Messiah, love of Messiah, taking me higher. Perfect love from above, Yahuwah. Perfect love from above, Yahusha. Perfect love from above, the Ruah. Perfect love from above, the Word. Perfect love from above, the bread. Perfect love from above, His wine. Perfect love from above, His manna. Perfect love from above, the hidden and secret treasures of a Shemaim, of Yahuwah. He don't waste no time. Yahuwah is time, perfect time. Yahuwah is the only one who's good, good and kind, merciful and true. His perfect love has many facets too. Of Him for Yahuwah's way, walking in Yahuwah's way. Love from above, the blood and the water and the wine, the blood and the water and the Ruach, one and a Ruach and truth. That's what Yahuwah's love will do. One and a Ruach and truth. That's what Yahuwah's love will do. One and a Ruach and truth. That's what Yahuwah's love will do. One and a Ruach and truth. That's what Yahuwah's love will do. He opened the Shemaim, opened the Shemaim, new earth, new Shemaim, a new earth, new Shemaim. Man and a woman become one, a new Shemaim will come. Man and a woman become one, a new Shemaim will come. Bringing a new earth, healed new earth, healed new earth, healed new earth, a new heavens, the new Shamayim, a new Shamayim, a new Shamayim. That's what His perfect love will do. That's what His perfect love will do. He wanted to give it to all of you. Wanted to give it to all of you. Yahuwah's perfect love is from above. He loving, He no respecter of persons. He doesn't have that criminal love. He's loving all of His wives, loving His great bride, loving every maiden and virgin, loving every boy and girl, loving those who don't reject Him, loving those who will accept Him, love even for His enemies. His perfect love will set you free. 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 Thank you, Yahuwah. Thank you, Yahuwah. Good love of Yahuwah.